In the earlier session, we have seen about the working of the numerical Moore relay. So, what was the principle? When the reactance is going to be less than a predetermined value or a reference value, then the relay will act upon. Here what we have considered, that is here whenever the instantaneous, that is the instantaneous value of the current when the voltage reaches the peak is determined in this reactance relay. The same principle will be used in the algorithmic steps for writing the flow chart. Okay, so you have to start, you have to initialize the input and output ports of the microprocessor, namely port A, port B and port C. Then you have to check first. What is the first criteria that is required? It is nothing but the voltage has to cross its peak value. At that time, I am going to measure the instantaneous value of the current. So here the first step is that you have to check whether the voltage has crossed its peak. If so, then I can measure the instantaneous value of the current. If not, then you have to wait till the waveform reaches its voltage peak. Now you are going to have the instantaneous value of the current. So this current should be converted to the suitable digital quantity and it has to be stored in the memory. Then similarly the voltage also, whatever the peak value is going to be converted to digital quantity and it is going to be stored in the memory. Once these both parameters are obtained, then you can calculate your M, that is nothing but 1 by Y cos theta. It gives the admittance of the circuitry. Now you have to go, we have put 3 decision box. The 3 decision box are used in order to explain about the zone 1, zone 2 and zone 3. You know that Moore relay is inherently a directional relay. Here it has 3 zones of protection and it has its RX diagram wherein the zone passes through the origin, or the characteristics of the RX diagram of the Moore relay is in such a way that it passes through the origin. Now here whenever I am going to take the first one, this is your zone 1 protection. It needs immediate attention or instantaneous relay type tripping is there. So whenever you are going to check the reference value, that is your reactance or your admittance value here M, it should be less than M1. In that case it directly goes and sends a trip signal to trip the circuit breaker. Now we will move on to the next condition, that is M less than M2. So it is comes under your zone 2 protection. So in this case, after a predetermined delay, if this predetermined, that is if the fault condition is going to be less than M2, then it says that the fault is occurring in the zone 2 protection. So in this case, after predetermined relay, it will send the trip signal to operate the relay, or otherwise, so if the fault is going to be in the third zone, so then there you are going to check M is less than M3. So in that case, after a greater delay, when you are comparing with this, the delay will be more. In that case, it will send the trip signal and it will operate. Suppose if at all the value instead of being lesser, if it is going to be greater than that, then that means there is no fault in the circuit. In that case, if the M is going to be greater than M3, then the signal will jump and check whether the voltage has crossed its peak. Only when the voltage has crossed its peaks, it has a fault. At that time, you are going to measure the instantaneous value of the current. Similarly, here in the zone 3 protection, if it is not saying yes, then the condition is no. In that case, it goes and check whether the voltage has crossed the peak to detect the fault condition. So with this, I wind up the today's session. Thank you.